Hey y'all, there's definitely something wrong with me, but it's entertaining to watch, so I figure. So, um, if you guys, anybody, any idiot has been watching this idiot, I got it in my head to build a small mech, something that could carry a lot of armor, maybe something like a mobile uh, javelin, you know, like two javelins or something, two saws or something, just something really big, armored that can, kind of like clear the way, go on point all the time. Um, so I've got a roll cage, a seat. The idea was between my mech and the ones I've seen, this one would you literally sit inside of. You put a 5-point harness. I'm thinking about putting possibly like a bicycle seat at an angle so you kind of feel almost like you're sitting, so it gives you more comfort. This is what I've got so far for the legs. So if you guys have been watching, I'm sorry, I'm stoned as shit. Inspiration comes with through Mary Jane. Um, so I did the top, and the top came out great, except for one problem, which is the U joint. Since it's a pipe inside of a pipe, it wants to slip right out of both pipes. So that's just a little engineering problem that I'm having. I'm thinking that the best way is to have like a cup that goes over my arm, like like a pad, and have one on the leg as well. Have that physically attached to the joint, and like that the joint won't move around because the pad will kind of keep it in place with the elbow and the knee. But again, this is what I got so far for the bottom. So this is my first attempt at trying to engineer something for the bottom. So this bottom will attach to the top, and it'll all be one solid piece. And the weight of everything should be transferred down these legs into the running stilts, which is what I'm planning to use as legs for this thing. Instead of just regular stilts to make you higher, these running stilts, since I'm going to weigh, should bring me down. I may add like maybe like a pogo stick or something like that in the back to, if the weight is too far back. So that's another thing I gotta look at afterwards is balance. How much weight I have in the front, how much weight in the back. If there's something that's depleted in the back, will that like throw my weight off? It's just a bunch of like little knickknacks. But anyways, this is what I got for the leg. So same thing, caster. These are a little bit slightly heavier casters than the ones for the arms. I made a bracket just to hold them both in place and tied a belt, but this is more or less where they're going to go on the EXO. So the top, I would sit onto this thing, and these would be my legs. This is where my legs go. I would attach here, again, here, 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 and then my legs would attach at the points where the tape is. So as you guys can see, this is the joint I was talking about. That is a joint for steering columns for hot rods. So it's a universal joint, heavy duty. It's been taped in there, and it goes all the way down to my leg on the bottom. But as you can see, I got my full range of motion here. Like I can, because of the system where it goes in and out, I can move my leg just about anywhere and lift it to any position I want because of the double U joint. And as you can see, this thing, it will follow me around just anywhere that I want to move that leg, and it'll do the same thing for the arm. So essentially, I almost have an exoskeleton working. And again, the reason this has come by so fast is because I had this in my head. I just, I don't know. I'll build a little something, and then I come to a problem, and I just throw it in the corner and just fucking look at it for a while and look at it and look at it, and kind of like, you know, kind of like a painter with a painting. You know how you've seen them? They put their thumb out and they're kind of like, this is, I do the same shit. It's gonna take me like 100 years probably to finish this shit. But I tell you what, man, if I can finish it, then either World War III, Civil War II, or World War of the Worlds One. I want to be ready. Well, I mean, look at this shit. That's actually pretty cool. Look at that. You got jackasses on YouTube that are busting their fucking head trying to get the armor over. It's like, no, man, build the skeleton first. Then once you've got the skeleton, there's parts that are going to be, like, for example, this part doesn't move. It's this part that goes in and out. So I would attach the armor here around wherever I want it to go. And since this doesn't move, the armor won't move. Like the armor will move along with this tube and this will go in and out, but the armor is almost suspended over, you know, so it makes it just so much easier to design it this way. And again, I just gotta put the other leg. I have it there, so maybe I'll put them both on and walk around like a moron. But again, you know, it works perfectly. I have horrible flexibility, but yeah, I can move my leg in any range of motion, again, that I want to. Done. You know? Is that so fucking hard? And all I used, specialty shit, was a caster and a universal joint with a couple of pipes into each other. Done. So, another thing, like I said, in the backpack, I'm going to have like a mask for oxygen. I want it to be as close to a pilot as possible. Small helmet, not the heavy duty with the headphones built into it and everything, and have the communications, have the air purifier, all that other shit. But again, I like this. I'm actually really impressed. If I could do the same thing with the elbow, then I'd have the elbow and the other thing. And now I just got to attach this to the top and then have one solid unit. Now on these, I'm actually considering maybe putting bicycle actuators or something, because on these I can use the suspension. Like it wouldn't be a bad idea to have resistance in that direction. So because I want to keep my legs straight. So maybe I might do that. Just have some kind of suspension in here. That's what basically this is. This is almost like a shock absorber. Oops, fuck, I think I popped out. Yeah, and that's another thing. I might have to arrange the swivels in a different position, because right now I think this guy just popped out. There we go. So you see, these are all like little things that I got to figure out. When I do this, you know, make sure that there's a limiter here to keep the swivel from swiveling upward and having that happen. I think this video is long enough. Fuck. Anyways, peace.